Conference USA opponent, the Tennessee State Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense will get the first possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Kennesaw State right back to work. Let's talk for just a second about Kennesaw State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Blue Raiders offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Makes the grab. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking for space, it's Marks. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Davis. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going for it all. Makes a grab on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Big guy smells it. Tight end trying to get in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Caught behind the line. It's Marks. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and goal.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
On first down from their own 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Bryant. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Run is part of their game plan. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, MTSU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun to give, looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Kennesaw State right back to work. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Leonard. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. To the ground with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Touchdown, Tennessee State. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Reels it in down the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air, it's Bryant. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
He wants to throw it. Buying some time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Man, that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
That's caught. It's Leonard. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Leonard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
That dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Looking to scramble. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From from the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Tennessee State does. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for a big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennsaw. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football.
It's a running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Trying to ball his way in. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Tennessee State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's caught. It's Clinton. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, MTSU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, we're about to see this Tennessee State offense go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got a man. It's Leonard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. But a little time, lets it go. Got it on the outside, it's Leonard. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play, and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Tennessee State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Tennessee State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Battle. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line. Just block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Right back to the well. Got room to work. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. He leaves it with his back. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Guys, we're about to see this Tennessee State offense go back to work. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, MTSU. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Tennessee State offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Witherspoon. Working the middle, it's complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. All right, guys, let's think for just a moment about Tennessee State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Tennessee State coming out with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Witherspoon. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The option look. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. So you have to be able to run.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show.